forgot how loud it is here. Anyway, this is my 1989 Volkswagen Jetta GLI Wolfsburg Helios GLI Wolfsburg. I don't know. It's like one of those things. It's just like a stupid long name. Anyway, there's only 1,500 of these made of this specific model. So basically, the things that make this fancy is it's color matched wheels and blue interior. That's it. It's just a regular Wolfsburg GLI, except it's just Helios blue, has color matched wheels, and it has the blue Recaro interior. It's been sitting for a while. I got this car when I was 18, and then thumbs up VW Vortex for being so supportive and sending me down a spiral of doom where nothing ended up actually happening to this car, and it just sat because of the lack of motivation. This car sat for a long time. It's been neglected, and I'm just gonna kind of see what I can do to it. It's full of garbage. God damn it. China door handles. I hate these things. So that's the blue and the blue Recaro seats. Needs a dash. Door doesn't even close. Over the years, my dad has been filling it with just stuff from the shed, so I have to clean all of this out. Taillight, bolts are missing, so it was leaking for a while and then rust started. See that there's water leaking out. I do have all the wheels, so that's a plus. And the person that I got it off of, they actually put it in car shows and stuff as like an actual show car. And the thing about actual show cars is they just have to look good. They don't have to be done right. This car looked fantastic when I first got it. Over time, just being in Canada because of the temperature difference and everything, there was like a huge crack here. So it would go right across, and then there was just a huge crack. And it just kept peeling away. It filled with water. And then, yeah, that's when I found out that the previous owner or owners, whoever it was before I got my hands on it, basically just put body filler across the entire door. So that's awesome. I have to redo that. The door handles on the driver's side are removed. These ones here I still have to get rid of because they're the China handles, like from the Jetta King. They're garbage. Won't work. There's mods on VW Vortex on how to like actually fix these, but there's never a real good definitive way of actually getting them working. So I bought just like the regular ones where it has the trigger inside. So I'm just gonna go back to the factory ones. So I know the last time that I touched this thing, it needed a fuel pump and it needed a clutch. So pretty much where I'm going to start is just gonna get the wheels on, just gonna clean it, see what I'm dealing with. Try and find the bumper skin for the back, put that back on. I'm gonna try and get into this like every Thursday, I guess, whenever I have time. I have 165 somethings on this. 165 50 15. These are the smallest tires I was able to find. Look at the size of these tires. They're tiny. I did end up converting it to kilometers. I have to adjust the speedometer still, or the odometer, because the car is 133,000 kilometers on it. I have the old cluster to match it. It's in miles though. But this cluster here is out of a rally golf from Russia, because this is the 260 kilometer an hour and 8,000 RPM cluster. And I can't remember exactly, but this car is either CE1 or CE2, but it's a really weird combination because it's the small bumper that doesn't normally have the electronics, so finding this cluster which plugs in was just a nightmare. I did end up finding it. It was like $350 US, so Canadian. I was looking at like around $500, a little over $500 just for the gauge cluster. So converting this thing to kilometers an hour was really goddamn expensive, but this is a full plug-and-play solution. So it literally just goes in, everything's fine, the tach matches, the speedometer matches, everything's perfect. Then over here we have my Ricer gauges. So we have volts. This one really doesn't like the sun. So we have volts, boost, and oil pressure. So volts was because I was a little racer kid and I wanted to have a stereo, and having a volt gauge is something that, you know, like every racer kid wants. Oil pressure is, you know, just oil pressure because I wanted to run higher boost, and higher boost in the context of I wanted to put a G60 supercharger on this, which never ended up happening. And as you can see, nothing ended up happening to this car. Just lack of motivation and everything. But I have the heated seat switch from a Karat, and I actually have the heated seat pads and everything for the seats. I just have to actually install them, so then it's a full OEM heated seat solution. So that would be neat to finish. It does have air conditioning, so I can't have that super long glove box or the tray under that. I can't have that because this is an AC car. Power windows, Mark IV shifter knob, which I am going to be going back to the Mark II one. That was just racer kid stuff, not something I'm into now. And then the fun part, I'm actually going to go back to the trunk to show you what I'm going to do there. I have the entire center console from a Mark III with cup holders. Ah, god damn it. Jesus hell. I have... Jesus Christ, that hurt. I have a full Mark III center console. So this goes between the seats, handbrake comes out. I have the boot and everything. I don't know where those are. And I'm going to do the Mark III center console conversion to this car. So that way I have cup holders, as well as maintaining the 2 single DIN sockets up front for the ashtray and the power windows. Except I want to move the gauges where the ashtray is. It's kind of like a Frankenstein thing that I've seen other people do. Not many, but some people. You move this, you relocate this down here, gauges here, and then you put a double DIN in here. So that would be neat. An alternative is taking these and moving them down here, kind of like the Mark III or whatever. Actually, no, wait. I think the Mark III is on the dash. I haven't had a Mark III in probably 10 years now. This is my very graceful solution here, which actually broke. But this is the power sunroof out of an Audi 80. And as you can see, it works really well. But what I did was I took... Oh, that's broken. I took the existing sunroof cover, that's the green piece, because it's a crank sunroof motor. Or I guess just gears, and you have the handle that you spin around. I don't know, anyone with a Mark II that has a sunroof, you know what I'm talking about. And I bought this piece for an Audi 80, which is bigger, and I ended up cutting it in the exact shape of the factory one, then cutting the factory one out and using the tabs to actually put it back up. So that way I had the interface thing here from an Audi 80 with the light, everything, power sunroof, and then it would just go back up and click back into place. It's super brittle and it broke. So I had this thing just kind of holding it up until I fix it, but I think I'm actually going to have to buy all this stuff to remake an entire new one of these. Oh well, that's a later problem. Now, under the hood. Oh yes. Right, we have this guy. Euro Sport. I gotta put that back on. 1.8 liter, 16 valve. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I replaced these lines a couple years ago because I was trying to safety the car before winter. They wouldn't pass it because the windshield sprayers wouldn't work. So I bought new hose, and like this is, what do they make this stuff out of? It's brutal. Like it's, oh, actually the package is still here. Windshield washer tubing. Like it's totaled. It was completely clear when I got it. I got these little strut boys. Those are going in the garbage. They are terrible. Gonna get something a little bit more reputable. These are Hella E-codes. Yellow bulbs. Body kit. Body kit is FOHA. It's one of the 400 that were made. And it's the full piece kit. So I got the front lip, the arches, the side skirts, and the rear. Previous owner tried to shave the marker lights just by packing it full of body filler. There's the banana lights on the front, and the previous owner shaved them just with body filler, because again, show cars. They don't have to be functional, they just have to look good in a car show. And then I got these guys. There is no branding on there, so these are some kind of aftermarket. What else we got going on with this guy? Black emblem, I can't remember where I got that, but that's OEM. It's an OEM emblem, and it's a black OEM emblem. My dog chewed the antenna off, so I just shoved this on so rain and everything wouldn't corrode the antenna base, so that way I can get a new antenna if I can find one, and then put it back in without having issues. Oh, the mirror fell off. I didn't notice that until just now. The more I look at this, the more I'm realizing how much I'm really underestimating what's going on here. Eurosport strut brace on the back there. We have the OEM speakers. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of ran. I'm losing my mind. I'm so goddamn tired today. Yeah, I don't even know what to say right now. This is my 1989 Volkswagen Jetta GLI Helios Wolfsburg edition blue rust car in Canada land. You know, if I got something done by Thursday, I'll throw a video up of this thing. If not, tough luck. You know, life has its responsibilities. So, as excited as that person was, you know, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, or don't. I'm not telling you what to do.